I'm Ailin Darling.
And I'm Hannah Glavor.
We used to work together at an evangelical church that held a hierarchical position on gender roles.
A church that believed God had chosen men to fulfill the primary roles of spiritual leadership.
This environment created some unique and significant challenges for us and the other women among us as we strive to pursue our respective callings.
From wage gaps and androcentric hiring practices
to sexist standards and marginalizing expectations.
We've reconnected to explore and process our experiences as well as the systemic issues behind them.
And hopefully, we'll shed some light on why gender hierarchy can't represent God's best for women, the church, or humanity.
Why do we think it's important to have these conversations and to even open up a can of worms like this?
What I keep coming back to as far as the person I feel compelled to speak to is women who are in a similar place and are asking, is it just me? Mm-hmm. Am I alone in this?
Yep. And
the other one is, am I crazy? I think in the context of the church, there's still this tendency to name issues like this as, the term I've heard a lot is it's not a gospel issue. It lies outside of the purview of salvation or what it means to really follow Jesus. And I keep coming back to the question, well, at what point does the marginalization of these image bearers of God become something that really grieves the heart of Jesus and something that needs to be addressed?
You are surrounded by male pastors who are trying to live a life of ministry. It was fully up to me to preserve their own purity.
The lead pastor said that version of the song was too feminine and too weak. From that point on, I changed the way that I led worship altogether.
The pastors, department heads were advised that they shouldn't be alone with their female staff members.
There's so much shame involved with this conversation that you instantly isolate yourself within it and assume that you're in the wrong.
Under the umbrella of trying to do what God wants is a massive destruction to their spiritual life, their psyche, and I think their view of God.
And I think of the men who are out there and they're trying to figure out okay, so something's wrong. We see that the system is biased. How do I own my part in that bias system? How do we move forward? I think there is hope for the church, for men and women to work together as equals. And shouldn't the church be at the forefront of something like that? Shouldn't it be everybody at the table?
Who are the first people who are told to go proclaim the gospel, aka preach? The women who come to the tomb of Jesus. Who are they told to preach to? The men. I'm sorry, that kind of clears it up for me.
This is Stained Glass Ceiling.